Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Top back here with another video, guys. This is going to be episode number 1 of NBA 2K21 MyTEAM Makeover, where I review your teams, tell you guys where you guys should improve. And it's tough at the start of the game because I do want you guys to save a lot of your MT. So I'm going to talk about that within your team, whether you should save some MT. Going to give you suggestions on which players to sell for you saving MT. So it's going to be different at the start of the year. I'm not just going to go all out and tell you guys what is the best possible team. What I'm going to do is tell you guys what is best for your specific needs. So guys, without further ado, if you are new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button and let's hop right into the video. This first squad here was sent in by my guy Jay Chase on Twitter, and he has plenty of MT to work with. MT is not an issue, but for his squad, I'm going to save some MT. I think it's very, very important, especially this week coming up, that you sell some of these current NBA players because I think they are going to go way down in value over the course of the next 2 weeks. So if you have Steph or if you have Terrell Brandon and you have World B free, what honestly is the point of having Amethyst Steph for the time being? Listen, you don't need Steph and Curry. Plug Terrell Brandon right in there, and that is going to save you a lot of MT right there because Terrell Brandon's better than Steph in my opinion anyways. The next thing I'm going to do, Reggie Williams is better than Paul George. So put Reggie Williams right in there, and then same thing. Sell Kawhi, plug Brian Russell right in there. I keep wanting to call him Byron, but Brian Russell right in there. Automatically right there, you're saving a ton of MT. Your bench already looks fine. It looks great. Listen, you don't have to do a ton of stuff to make your lineup look a lot better. You truly don't. Once you have enough tokens to either get Kerry Kittles or Dan Marley, get rid of Klay Thompson, get him out of there, sell him for MT as well. Then the next guys you're looking at are Giannis and Anthony Davis. Those are kind of the progressions I would go through. I would honestly get Kerry Kittles and Dan Marley to optimize your team, and this is really what I would do. We'll put Kerry Kittles here. Move Keith Van Horn right here. Get rid of him. Move Reggie right here. And then plug in Dan Marley. This is what my optimal team would be if I was you. Obviously, I'm switching. Obviously, I want to switch Reggie and Brian Russell around. But now you're looking at only one Amethyst player. The rest are rewards. And right now, if you can rock with rewards players, that is so valuable and so important. This is the squad I would rock out with. This next squad here was sent in by Alarming Iowa on Twitter. Says he's no money spent, has 100k MT to work with. Says he's still waiting on his pre-order bonus. The same thing that I just got done talking about here. You want to save as much MT as possible because a guy like Richard Jefferson might decrease by half of his value within the next week. And so with that being said, you have all the Ruby token rewards. Why even have Richard Jefferson on your squad right now? I have 2 Donyell Marshalls in here. I don't know who is supposed to be there instead. But the thing is, you got all these Ruby rewards. Oh, I know. He had his My Player. That's what it was. You have all these Ruby rewards. There is no need for a guy like Richard Jefferson to even be on your squad. There truly isn't when you could put Keith Van Horn right there. Now, the tough part about your squad that I see is the backup point guard position. And you said you're looking for a stretch big at the backup 5 as well. A stretch big in this game is super hard to come by. The best one, if you're really looking for that, is probably Bill Laimbeer. And that's who I'm going to suggest you to get is Bill Laimbeer if you're really looking for one. But other than that, your backup point guard is the next thing that I see that needs just an improvement. I don't know who you have available. I'm guessing if you have, I don't know. If you can grind domination, get Van Exel, he isn't bad. If you can grind TTO and get Terrell Brandon, now it's the best option possible. If you're looking for, a cheap point guard, you can just go with any sapphires. But for now, what I'm going to tell you to try to do is focus on triple threat online to try to get Terrell Brandon. Try to get him because even for me, that's one of my next objectives is to get Terrell Brandon for my squad because I want him because he is very good. So this is the squad I would rock out with for now if I was you. This next squad here is sent in by my guy Nathan on Twitter. He says he has about 130k MT to work with. See, with this lineup, what I see, my initial reaction is his starters. I have nothing but to say about that. Besides, Bill Laimbeer is really slow at the 4. Trust me, I've tried it. But you can get by with it. He says he likes driving to the rim. I like Mike Bibby. over Mahmoud, but that's my personal opinion. Same thing, Kobe. There is this Jimmy Butler in this game. For what his 3-ball is, Jimmy's 3-ball is way smoother than it should be. He is an absolutely lights out 3-point shooter, at least for me using the stick, and he shouldn't be. His release is very, very smooth, and it really shouldn't be as good as it is. So now what you're looking at, you got Luka. I personally don't like Luka, but here's my thing. With your squad and your bench right now, I think if you run Luka and you run him with, I like Kristaps more than Embiid, and you add Kristaps and you get that duo going, now you're looking a lot better. And if it was me, I would get rid of Ben Simmons and add a guy like Spicy P. That's my personal opinion. This is what I would do with your bench if I was you. Now you could go alternate routes. If you have a little bit of extra MT, you might want to add a guy like Money Mitch instead of Luka possibly. Maybe even upgrade that backup center position. But for now, this is the squad I would rock out with if I was you. This next squad here was sent in by my guy Henry on Twitter. Says he has about 6K MT to work with, which is very, very tough for what I probably would want to do. But that's okay. We can make it work. We'll make it work because I see a lot of these. Some of these are token rewards. Other things, you know, we can work around. So first thing I noticed is Rashard Lewis goes for more than that value. I think you can get more value out of Rashard. If it was for me, that's probably the spot I would try to fix up first, is by selling Rashard, moving Jonathan Isaac there, picking up Jimmy Butler. I think you should be able to get, you know, at least a little bit back. Now, if Rashard and Jimmy are 3K apart, I'd stick with Rashard. But if it's more than 5K, for now, for the time being, I would pick up Jimmy Butler. Now, the only other options we really have here, since we don't have a ton of MT, what I'm doing is picking up a backup shooting guard right here. And I don't think there's any better guy for their budget for the time being as a pure sharpshooter than money Chris Middleton. Now, we saw what Chris Middleton did in the playoffs. Trust me, Chris Middleton's a dog in real life. But even in this game, he has such a pure release. Whether you use the stick, whether you use square X, it doesn't matter. Chris Middleton is an absolute bucket getter. And really, now the only other thing you could do if you wanted to save some MT is you could put Bam in there for Bill Laimbeer to get the Jimmy and Bam duo. Now, I'd probably stick with Bill Laimbeer for your squad for the time being. This is the squad I would rock out with. The last squad today that we are going to be going over is from my guy Kajos on Twitter. Has 290,000 MT to work with, but the same thing here. He says he wants a shooting center, but I'm going to say this. You need to just save your MT, because this week, next week, whatever the best content comes out, that's when you can go crazy. You have what it takes here. Obviously, Cam Johnson's evoed. Brook Lopez is even evoed. You've got what it takes. The only thing is, if you want a shooting center, you can buy Bill Laimbeer. He is probably your best option to find a big that can shoot consistently. And that's who I would pick up if I was you. The rest of your lineup is absolutely fine. I don't like Kyrie Irving. And if you wanted to, you know, buy Steph, buy whoever for there, you can do that as well. That is the only thing I would do. Maybe replace Kyrie with, I'm going to put Mike Bibby here because I think he's a cheaper option. And that's probably all I would necessarily have to do with this squad. You just need to be patient, because I think you said you're getting close to Mikan. So Mikan can obviously be another stretch big. Myers Leonard's got to go. Cam Johnson's eventually got to go. But your squad is very, very, very solid. The next guy, obviously, you guys know who I would pick as my next Ruby for your team. And I think he would be a great addition to your squad. I think for either Cam Johnson, Larry Hughes, he could be plugged right in there. But guys, that is what I would do with this current squad. Maybe add Mike Bibby and Bill Laimbeer. But this squad is very, very elite, especially knowing you have 300k MT. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for episode number 1 in NBA 2K21 of Extreme Makeover My Team Edition. I hope you guys did enjoy the video and did find some sort of use in it. It's kind of hard week 1. Besides me telling you guys to save some MT and spending it wisely, that's really all I can do, because I'm no money spent and I don't want to tell you guys to just waste all your MT. And then the next week later, it depreciates by at least half its value. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.